What's up, my loves and fellow creatives? Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Happy Friday, and as a matter of fact, happy Black Friday. I know today we've probably been working out those thumbs on all of these great deals you've been seeing all over the place. Maybe your mouse trigger finger has been going crazy all day. I don't know. I'm not judging. Awesome, awesome. Y'all can hear. Amazing. All right. Well, I want to go ahead and get started with our freebie Friday because I want to show you some real world solutions, how I design for the real world, how I design like a pro, how you all can design like a pro too, even if you're working from your kitchen table or your garage. So first and foremost, I just want to know, what do you want to learn tonight? What are you hoping to see? I already got some input because usually when you all comment the code word, it'll ask you a question and ask you like, hey, what can I help you with design, whether it be Canva, Photoshop, or AI artwork, or even doing your mockups and presenting your work to your clients. So just give me an idea in the chat. Don't be shy because this is your time to get input from me, okay? All right, so let me know, what are you currently struggling with? Is it mockups? Is it sending your files to the printer? Because you may design them, but once that printer gets your file and they print it large scale and they get it back to you, maybe it's not what you expected or your customer expected. Let me know what that is, because all you have to do is let me know what your problems are. And I promise you, if I don't have a solution right now, your problem will stay on my mind until I have a solution. That's how it works. Yep, marketing, I get you on that. AI, awesome, awesome. Okay, so I'm going to show you tonight AI. I'll show you how to use Photoshop. I'll even show you how I use Canva. And of course, I'll show you how I use a master mockup called the Automizer to give me all of my mega mockup type of products. And so I'm just going to give you like a little just walk through right now. So what I'm doing at this moment is I'm building like a mini type of, I say mini, but it's got over 30 products in it. So my client was, and this is actually an event that just happened. So these are real files that I did in real time for a client. And they needed to do a grand opening, and they wanted it to, of course, be for their business, but they wanted me to help them come up with some type of theme. So because the locker design was really popular, and I'll show you that design there. Remember, we did this in class last Wednesday. So you all have this file as long as you're a member in the academy, and you are a member as of last week, then you already have this 292 template. So that 292 template was the center stage for everything else that was happening in the room. And this was a real live event, y'all. For those who want to do a hands-on setup, please remind me. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is tell you all right now to comment the word. What is the word for tonight, y'all? The word for tonight is Friday. Okay. So if you comment the word Friday underneath the Instagram post, and I'll show you, because I'm going to go ahead and give you all that now. So once I'm in my design mode, I don't have to break concentration. So this is the Instagram page. Okay. And just put it underneath this latest post here, and just put the word Friday. If you do that, then any of the files, any of the PNG files that I make tonight, when I put them in that folder, you will have access to those files, because it'll take you directly to a class where you can get all the downloadables for tonight. Tonight is my freebie Friday session. My goal is to do this every Friday that I possibly can, so that I'm giving you free game, free valuable game. And then that way you go into this big world of design and whether it's event design, commercial design, etc., with some tools and some resources that you can use to help you get customers. And then once you get those customers, I know that you'll want to be a part of the academy. You'll want to be a part of the weekly classes that we do, and this will help you grow tremendously. All right. So even at the free level, I'm going to give you things that are going to help you make money. All right. And good deal. All right. So that's one way if you comment the word Friday underneath this post. Now, the other way to do it, if you don't have Instagram and you have Facebook, then I'm going to take you on over here to the Facebook side. And here, let me drop this in the chat for you all, just in case. Oh, customer happiness already did it. Beautiful. All right, so it should be in the chat right there. And then let's go ahead and also drop the Facebook as well. It's the same thing. It just has Facebook in front. And then while we're here on the Facebook page, this is also where you want to go to follow any of the announcements, either the Facebook or Instagram page. Because I'm not putting all of the announcements in the group anymore. They're not being seen by people. So I'd rather put them on the business page where you all can see them and interact with them. So please make sure that you are liking and following the business page on Instagram and Facebook, because you don't want to miss any of the things that I'm going to show you. Now, I'm going to show you today how I did this little motion graphic right here in Canva. And yes, although I am a Photoshop girly, I do use Canva. I use Canva every single day. I use Photoshop much more frequently for my designs and my mock-ups, but I do definitely use Canva as well. All right, so that's Canva. And then for the Photoshop side, I'm going to be showing you all how I use Photoshop to mock up these things. And as a matter of fact, I need to redo my mock-up for these columns here, where this is actually the accordion wall. So if I have time, I will do that in front of you all, and you'll see why I really adore Photoshop and what it can do as far as once everything is set up. So the other thing is I wanted to show you all some AI. All right. So you all know, if you were in class this week, or not this week, because we actually took this week off. So it would have been last week. All right. Last week, what we did was we did AI artwork for the sports characters. Actually, no, we did the lockers. So we did the jerseys, and we did like the different balls that were on fire or lightning. Now the AI characters, I'm going to show you something here, because I want to show you how I used AI for this entire project, how I used Photoshop templates for this entire project. This was, let me see. If I go into photo one, this is AI 43. Okay, so this was class number 43. This is about 10 AI classes ago. Y'all, I don't care how old these AI classes are. They build up and they work, baby. Okay. I have actually, for Black Friday, reduced the price of all AI classes, all Photoshop templates and classes, 75%. So there is no excuse why you don't have access to these things. I even created a bundle for all the AI classes, all the Photoshop classes, and 1 year of the live classes. So that builds on an additional year. So I've created all of those bundles. I put them on our page here, and I'll share that with you in just a moment. Okay, let me close that down for a moment. Just kind of showing you all some of the things that are here. Now, this card design, if you all recall, this is class number 270. So class number 270, we made these really beautiful and standout cards that look like they could be used for kids' birthdays. It was actually for Father's Day, if you remember. So that class 270 is about 33 classes ago, still relevant. So sometimes we're out there seeking to make up things, and there's literally a template for that. Okay. And these are 5-minute templates. So you change out the colors, you change out the text. the main character or the subject image, and you have a totally different image. Okay. So this one was Dad 2K24. It was Grad 2K24. It was Mom 2K24. We even used it for Mother's Day and did superhero moms. So just letting you know that even for this big project, I still went back to the templates and I still said, well, what's going to set it off that I already have ready, because I had very little time to design for this particular project. Okay. And it was a lot of design to cover because the whole point is this is a print shop, right? And what my objective to do for this print shop was to show off not just that they could print, but how many different products could I get inside of this small room that would showcase what this sign shop could really do. So we did an archway, and it's a better representation here. We did an archway on the outside that said grand opening. We did an archway into the main print room because at this particular grand opening event, there was a main kind of gathering area. And then you could go walk inside of the print production area and you can go see the big printers and the big tables and like where the action happens. So I wanted inside of the room where everyone was walking around and like having their drinks or having their food. I wanted that to be very nicely designed. And then when they entered into the print production area, I wanted it to feel like business in there. Okay. So outside here, and we had celebrities at this event and everything. So celebrities were impressed with these professional level results, y'all. Can I run that back to you? Celebrities came to the event and they were like, oh my goodness, I didn't know you could make this. So I'm going to disclose to you today that I do have a hands-on class where if celebrities were at a print shop that they frequent and they did not know that this print shop could create these type of items, what if I told you you can make the same thing at home? I'm going to show you some pictures and some videos. You know, I'll show off for you. I will show off for you. But I just need you to know what these things are and that you can make them too. Okay. All right. So this is an 8x8. You could do this one. Here, let me zoom in just a little bit here. This is template number 292. All right. Now, what I am going to do too is I'm going to have we're going to do a challenge where you're going to be learning about these different products and it will be breaking down some of these things and you will be designing some of these things inside the challenge too. What I want to know is what's most important for you to want to learn how to make. I'm going to show you how to make one of these things during the challenge. I normally don't show you how to make stuff during the challenge. I normally just focus on the design, but you tell me whether you want to learn how to make, this is an 8-foot by 8-foot board. Okay. You can also do an 8-foot by 8-foot banner. Okay. But the board, to me, it looks more solid because the banner can have a little wave to it because normally it's a vinyl banner. The board, I do like that it stands up on its own. Y'all, this board had absolutely no stand behind it. It stood up by itself. So if you want me to show you how to make an 8-foot by 8-foot self-standing board, now I'm going to give you all the options. All right. So the board, customer happiness, just take note for me on the side. Board was going to be 1. Okay. Then we have these cutouts. Anybody want to learn how to do these cutouts? And technically this was even a cutout on the outside of here, the character cutouts. These sometimes are also called standees. This was even a cutout. It was just cut in the shape of a rectangular and a rectangle. And this was self-standing as well. So it has a stand on the back. All right. So if you want to do standees, I want you to put a 2 in the chat. The cutout standees, I want you to put a 2. Okay. Then I made a DJ booth, y'all. This is called a desk wrap. So what the desk wrap does is any table that you have, it covers that table and it goes around it to give it a facade. Okay. So that desk wrap is a number 3. If you want to learn how to make a desk wrap. Now, this is good for trade shows. This is good for events. If you got ugly tables or ugly stuff that you're trying to hide, because maybe you have a high table or a bar table, right? Sometimes they call them bar wraps. If you have a bar table, maybe the bar is not cute and you want it branded, right? But you don't want to actually put stuff on people's bar because you don't want to damage it. You can do something like that with this type of bar wrap. It also is a board material. So this is coroplast. And what we do is we score it in certain areas so that it gives it some bends and is self-standing, and it just wraps around whatever existing table that you have. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. This is a fun one here. And I want to show you all that I have an automated type of a way that we're going to design this. This is the archway. So this is the archway or an entryway. This is, I believe, going to be template number 295. All right, so it automatically creates this arch for you. And this was a supersize arch, meaning that normally you have an 8 by 10 arch and it only has a 36-inch opening, just like a door. This one had almost a 48 to, and actually I think it ended up being more like a 50-inch opening. It was huge, okay? The arch itself was probably about 15 feet wide and 12 feet tall. Okay, if you want to learn how to make those kind of huge arches, or even the smaller arches, which are typically 10 feet tall and 8 feet wide, or 10 feet tall and 10 feet wide, I would say a 10 by 10 to give people more room to walk through it. Okay. And what number am I on, y'all? What number would the archway be? Because y'all, I know y'all paying attention more than me because I'm just making it up as I go along. Well, I'm organized, but just not in my head with these numbers. Okay, so that's number 4. Okay, so archway is number 4. Cool. Next, and I'm telling y'all, we made all of these things. And if you want to have an opportunity to make all of these things hands-on, I have an opportunity for y'all next week in Atlanta. But do not let me forget, because what'll happen is I'll show y'all all of this beautiful stuff and I'll forget to sell y'all stuff. Okay, so remind me to sell y'all stuff. That's how much I really enjoy actually spending time with y'all. I will forget to sell stuff and spend all my time helping y'all. All right, so next are the cubes. These are big cubes. These are 2 foot by 2 foot cubes, right? So approximately 22 inches. I just call them 2 foot cubes because it's short 2 inches. But these are, and what I'll do is I'm going to disable that layer mask just for a second. You can have 4 cubes. It ends up being 8 feet. 3 cubes ends up being 6 feet. 2 cubes, 1 cube, etc. Now, these were a big hit too. So I want to know, do you want to know how to not just design, but how to physically make these? That's going to be number 5. So the cubes are number 5, right? So I'm going to enable that layer mask just so I only see that 3 cube over there. Okay. Oh, Lord, y'all got all the numbers up here. Okay, number 6 is the accordion wall. Now, the accordion wall is cool because it involves multiple 4 foot by 8 foot panels. Can I tell y'all all of this stuff is made out of the same material, the same board? The same board, okay? It's all made out of a material called coroplast, which is a name brand, or the technical name for it is corrugated plastic. So coroplast is just like the word Band-Aid is a brand. Coroplast is a brand. Corrugated plastic is what it is as the full name, just like the full name of a Band-Aid is bandage, okay? So coroplast or corrugated plastic is the same thing, all right? These are all made of coroplast. Now, this is 8 feet tall, and it involves 1, 2, 3, 4 boards, which are attached together. And I can show you how to do that, how to trim them and attach them together. You're going to be using 4 boards to make an accordion. You will use 8 boards if you want to make 4 columns, which 4 columns ends up looking like an accordion in the front and an accordion in the back, which gives you this whole little 360, like substantial graphic, and it looks phenomenal in person. Okay. So which one am I on? What number is the accordion wall? Is that 6? TMP? Okay, 6. All right. So, all right, cool. Now these are just and I say just a standard board, but y'all, this was a hit, y'all. Everybody liked these. And I don't know if y'all want to learn how to design them. I'm thinking about bringing them up for this next challenge. But this is a 4 foot by 8 foot graphic board. So it's just the coroplast sign with the graphic just laid right on top of it, just cut clean. And then what you can do is you can hang it with either wire, or you can hang it with, there's this special tape called alien tape. You can also hang it in several different ways, Velcro, depending on where you're placing it, okay? You can hang it with fishing line. So that's going to be 7. Now, I had 2 different boards of this, one here. And then we also decided to create this Jumbotron, which I thought was really fun. This was actually Blake's idea here. And we purposely, or Blake purposely pixelated the image. And all this is AI created, y'all. So I don't know what y'all want to learn, but I'm going to pick one of these products and y'all going to learn it during the challenge. Okay, so this was basically like a Jumbotron. And then what we did here was we took all of the sponsors here. I'm going to show you a little trick I did, because most of the time people give you an image. It's going to be in the I'm just going to show you better than I can tell you. So most times somebody gives you their image. Now this is all what I've done is black and white out all of the graphics, but I wanted a black background. So here's a little trick in Photoshop. I told y'all Freebie Friday, you never know what you're going to get. So Freebie Friday is like a box of chocolates. All right. So in this box of chocolates, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in and show you. See how that has that little pixelation, so it makes it look like a big Jumbotron kind of LED screen. That was on purpose. But when we brought in everybody's logo, of course, I made all the logos black and white. I started with that because I wanted to have a clean, cohesive look. I didn't want all these different brand colors conflicting with this project, which this project was to get one brand out there primarily, which is Hotlanta Signs, right? And then all the other logos are sponsors, so they're supporting this. So for me, I felt like black and white in the logos did that best. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and black and white all of them out. But then what happens is, now the background is white. I don't want the white background, so I turn on black. But then what happens? My logos disappear. So then I use a feature inside of Photoshop. It's just an adjustment layer, and that adjustment layer is called invert. Look what happens, y'all. Now all of my logos look nice and clean. They have a white on black contrast. And that's it. That's all I had to do. I didn't have to go into each logo, try to make it black, try to make it white, try to make it gray. I was literally able to use my skills in Photoshop to make this happen. So now this is a template for you all. I don't know what template number it's going to be, or if it's going to be just a separate template, but we shall see. I did so much work for this project. I came up with some templates for days. So I'm thinking about what you all want to learn how to design for class number 295, which I was thinking is probably the archways. I don't know. I see a lot of 6s in here. Wasn't the 6 for the archway? Or what was the 6? Y'all tell me. We're going to go back through and vote again. Don't worry. If you missed your opportunity to give a number, we're going to go back and vote again. Okay? All right. So this is for the Jumbotron. And y'all, what I really wanted to do for this project, there's this big... Here, let me show you better than I can tell you. Let me see here if I can find it. It's not showing me on this one. Okay, so I'm gonna have to find. There was this big light fixture at the top of the ceiling, and I just wanted to create a Jumbotron to kind of cover it up, but then also to do what's called a hanging flag. Now that is an advanced installation, but just out of curiosity, how it was supposed to go is this would be 2 sides of the, this is called a hanging cube. Okay, so this would be 2 sides, and then this would be 2 sides of that hanging cube. Like I said, that's an advanced type of product, and then also you have to figure out how to hang it from the ceiling and all that good stuff. But just letting you all know that was the vision for it. But what happened is time cut short. It was time to roll, so we had to do what we had to do, which we ended up using these as large posters on the wall instead of making a ceiling installation. Which the ceiling installation, it would have been next level. Don't worry, we'll do that next time. Okay, and then this one is basically like a cutout. For instance, you know how you have the Barbie box, and then it's cut out in certain spaces so that you can see the person behind it. So I think I lost track of my numbers. So scoreboard would be number what? Customer happiness. Would that be number 7? And then the Jumbotron with the sponsors. Like some of y'all need these templates right now for projects that you're working on for your sports teams. Or maybe you're having a watch party, right? Or maybe you're doing a signing day, or you're getting ready for somebody to graduate, because right now it's college graduation, right? So 7 is the scoreboard. Then 8 is the Jumbotron. And it's just spelled, I believe it's one word, Jumbotron. Maybe it's 2 words. I don't know. Jumbotron is number 8. So number 9 would be doing a frame cutout. The frame cutout, and what I'll do here when I finish this up, because I'm going to turn this into a nice package for you all. This one would be basically a person standing inside of this and taking photos. Okay, so you see how it is when the mascot's standing there, boom, it's going to be a similar situation, except it will have one of your guests standing there taking photos. Okay, so that would be number 8. But wait, there's more. So this is just for the large format graphics. I think I went over everything here. I want to show you all how we do these large graphics. I want to actually show inside of the challenge also how we save and export these large format graphics, okay? And then on top of that, for the next challenge, I do want to do, of course, an Automizer, but I want you all to tell me the products. Now, I don't want you to drop numbers in the chat for this. I want you to just tell me for this sports theme, what type of products you want to see in the Automizer. Now, this one is from the party. And for this one, I mean more or less the smaller type of items. I do by default put a backdrop and a floor wrap in here. Those are the only like really, really big format things. Everything else, the biggest we have is maybe a blanket or a pillow. Some of you still want to do a Christmas theme, even with the sports theme. So you want to do the stockings and the ornaments and the Santa sacks, and maybe do them with the sports theme. We also have mugs, tumblers, socks, and journals, pens, keychains there, invitations, because if it's a party, you're going to need an invitation. And when I tell you these automatically design, they automatically design, okay? I will be showing you that a little bit as well. So this is how I do my mock-ups for this type of stuff. And this is also how I create my printables. All right, so chip bags, Capri Suns, water bottles, gift bags, plates, cups, and even your digital invitations and buttons. Okay. Now, of course, if you all know what's in the Automizer, you know there's a total of 100 products. This is about maybe 30 products that I'm showing you right now. Okay. And you could make that box also. If you want to make an actual box, you can frame it, or you can make it with the foam board. And you have to have something that it anchors to, though, just in case. All right. So now what I want to do is we'll go back and I'll let y'all vote again. Looks like customer happiness has put it up. You can drop your numbers now. Go ahead and drop the number for each of, well, no, just drop one number. Like if you could only do one, because what's going to happen is I have to make a decision and y'all are going to help me make this decision. If you could only learn how to do one, okay, go ahead and drop the number. Drop it now. And this is what I'm going to show during the next challenge, which starts December 12th. Okay. All right. All right. I see you all voting. I know it's a little delay on the YouTube side, so I'm going to let that go and let y'all vote for a second. And then I want to take a little break to tell you all what we have for our Black Friday deals. so that you can't say I didn't remind you, because they shut down at midnight tonight. Okay. So some of you have been asking about the AI in action. This bundle was previously $9.97, I believe, and now it is only $247. Okay. This is 50 AI classes. If we did a little math here, let me grab my calculator. That way we can just do a little math and see if it makes sense. Does it make dollars, and does it make sense? That's what I want to know. Okay. So we have 53 AI classes, I believe. So at 290 or 247, it's supposed to be 297. I think I made a mistake. 247 divided by 53. You're paying less than $4.70 for each AI class. And each AI class comes with not just the AI that we did collectively. So you're getting thousands of AI images for each class for $4.66. And you get the prompt book that comes with it. So you know exactly how we prompted everything. And you get the video recording, so you see exactly how we prompted everything. Okay. That's a steal of a deal all by itself. Some of you have been asking about the split template. The split template will automatically take your all over design, and it'll break it down either for an 8.5-inch printer, a 13-inch printer, or a 24-inch printer. It'll break it down into either the sheets or the roll media automatically for you. That was like I said, if y'all just get on here and y'all tell me your problems, I promise I will obsess over your problems more than you will. If you get on here and tell me your problems. So don't be shy when I ask you what you're struggling with, because my goal is to create solutions where you don't have to struggle. Okay. We're all about innovation over here. All right. Also, y'all been waiting a long time for me to put this ink on sale. The ink, the sublimation ink, the True Color sublimation ink is on sale at 50% off. Okay, it's regularly $49.99 for these 4 bottles, because they're all the 127 milliliters. There's not like the skinny ones for the color and then the big one for the black. They're all big ones. And that entire set is $24.99 right now. Okay. Also, the paper, we only have 8.5 by 14-inch paper right now. So that's marked half off as well. So stock up on that. Whatever we have is what we sell out. And once we sell out, we're not going to carry paper anymore, y'all. More than likely. Paper is bulky, and I'm tired of hanging on to it. It's great paper, but I just find that it's just something I want to start cutting down on the physical products and focusing more on the hands-on workshops and focusing more on our design solutions and our automations, okay, and our systems. That's where I'm going right now, okay? Because sometimes you just can't compete with China when they're selling right up against you on Amazon and everything else. So I know where my value is best. And one thing China cannot do is they cannot teach the way that I teach, and they cannot develop the products that my community needs because they don't know my community. Okay. So that's where I make myself relevant. And that's how I want you to do for your clients too. Don't think just because somebody else sells something cheaper, they're going to get the business. Figure out what makes you unique and stay in creating your lane. Okay. All right, so customer happiness, if you would get those numbers for me, and then we'll do like a final tally of which one everyone wants to see for the next challenge. And I'm excited to see where that goes. All right, so I told you about the paper. So y'all, the Automizer for Black Friday only is on sale for 75% off. If you don't have the Automizer, it is a $1,200 file that comes with 100 different products that you can automize, which means you're going to automate and optimize the designs at one time. I'm going to show you a little bit of how that works tonight, how I made all these party favors and all this other stuff with just a few clicks, okay? That is $300 instead of $1,200. So jump on that if you don't have the Automizer yet. And then don't jump on that. Well, yeah, jump on that because that's the vault. It's going to have all the products. Now, I do also have the $291 Automizer replay. or the live class replay. Remember, we did a challenge and we did all of these products. We flipped this design. It was template number 291. And then we also put it into, I would call it a mini Automizer, but a mini Automizer is usually only 4 products. This Automizer had about 20 products, okay? But I wanted you all to get the full feel of what this Automizer could do for your holiday season. So I've splurged and I gave y'all 20 products instead of 4 products inside of that Automizer. But that class also had Canva on Monday. We did our AI on Tuesday, so it includes the AI class. We did the Photoshop on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, we did some social media, and then I also showed you how to do a little motion graphic in Canva. And then on Friday, we did some Automizer action, okay? So that marketing kit is basically a replay of the last challenge, but it has all of those files wrapped up in there. And if you go ahead and enroll in the next challenge, then you will get all of the things in that challenge, but you'll get it live, meaning that you'll get help with it as you go, and you won't have to watch a replay or watch a video to learn it. You can learn it in real time, hands-on. That's what I want y'all to do. So this particular marketing class, our challenge and marketing class is starting December 16th. Okay. And as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and put 12/16. It's an auto design me challenge, but you also get the marketing kit for free. Okay, so you get the challenge, but you get the marketing kit for free. All right, and that one is supposed to be $297. Right now, it is only $197. And I think what I'll do, I'll make it $97 just during the live tonight. So I'm making it $97. Hopefully I don't forget to change it back after midnight. So here. Uh-oh, I forgot to change the words on that one. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure I didn't change the wrong one. Yep. So this one I just created for you all just so that you can get a piece of this for this Black Friday. So this one here is for the 12/16, and let me go ahead and save this. And I'll update the page for y'all later. And this will be for the $295. Just so I don't forget, y'all. All right. Let's see what's next on the list. Some of you asked about a membership. Shannon, what are you going to do for membership for Black Friday? So I created a membership. It's for newbies, for people that are new to the gold membership. If you are not new to the gold membership and you choose this option, it will reset your classes back to day 0. So if that's what you want to do, then that's fine. But I'm just letting you know now, we will not be unlocking classes if you choose this option, because this is supposed to be my thing for newbies, okay? So with this one, you will be able to get the 1-year membership that is usually $97 per month. If you can pay a one-time fee for $582, and then you will have 50% of this entire year off, just because you're doing the Black Friday annual membership special. All right. And then finally, this is the Gold Plus. You get the Gold membership for a year, plus you unlock 191 of the Photoshop classes, plus you unlock 53 of the AI classes, plus you unlock the Automizer 291. So if you're thinking about the Automizer, this is your best bet. If you're thinking about unlocking all of your classes for Photoshop, this is your best bet, even if it was for those single things. And if you're thinking about unlocking all of the AI classes, this is going to give you your full year of gold membership, which gold membership is the live classes that we do on Tuesday for AI and the live classes that we do on Wednesday for Photoshop. It'll give you access to that for the entire year. Plus, it'll unlock over $10,000 worth of files immediately. We'll say immediately, but give us 24 hours because we have to manually unlock this because we got to make sure that you have a membership. Then we have to manually check if you have a membership, then we can unlock those features for you. Okay. So you all gave me your wish list last Friday. I listened to you, and I think I made a deal for every single thing you all asked me for. Even all of the boot camps are on sale. The only thing that's not on sale, which I refuse to put on sale, is the hands-on class because this is low already for 2 full days of hands-on. So I told you I would tell you about this. This is the hands-on class that I'm doing in Atlanta, December 7th and 8th. So let me go ahead and show you that one. The theme that we're going to be working on is an enchanted garden party. So I want you to think of the Wicked theme. I want you to think of Alice in Wonderland. I want you to think of a baby shower or even a gender reveal, like something that basically it could be a prom, it could be a sweet 16. We'll be able to use this theme and see all of this AI artwork come to life, just like I did for this event. All of that is AI artwork plus Photoshop templates. So I want you to see how all of that's going to come together to create an enchanted garden party, just like it all came together. Y'all don't know if y'all know this. That's the same principles, the same type of templates is what created this sports setup. Okay. Once you all learn how to design these large format images, then you're also going to learn how to lay them up on the board. Like I said, all of these products are made with the same 4x8 coroplast. Okay. If you all remind me at the end of our session tonight, which is coming very close, I will give you a supplier where you can go get this board instead of $30 from Home Depot. You can get this board for around $11 or $12 from a local vendor that also ships. Okay. So I'm going to check out in chat. Did I miss anybody's wish list? I told y'all I was Doc Santa, right? So I became Doc Santa and I listened to all y'all's wishes and I said by next Friday I'm gonna have something for you. Did I not give you what you needed? There will be a virtual option, but the virtual option is going to be released after the live class once we have all the classes uploaded. So there will be a virtual option for the class. Now, this class that we do is going to come with all of the templates that you see here. All of the templates like this will come with that virtual class as well as the hands-on class. So I want y'all to know when y'all do this hands-on class, we're going to not only show you how to design, we're going to show you how to optimize that design and go ahead and get it ready for the printer, which I'll even show you some of that tonight. Then we'll show you once that print comes to you, because you don't have to have a large format printer. If you have one, great, because it's going to help you too. If you do not have a large format printer, our partner right now, Hotly and Assigns, you're going to get a certificate from doing the class. And then once you have that certificate, then you will have a special price where you can order the vinyl already rolled up and sent straight to you. And there's a 2-day option, right? So FedEx has a 2-day option. And then there's even a same-day option. If you just need it to get on a plane and get to you, there's something called Delta Dash, where you can go pick it up from the airport if you have a local airport near you. Okay. That's an option too, to get same day, even if you're not even in Atlanta. So we're working that out for you all. We want to make sure that that you all have the ultimate professional tools and services at your fingertips. All right. So that sounds good to you. Y'all got to let me know. I want to do the things that are going to help y'all grow. Okay. All right. All right. There is a payment plan. If you go on the website, the link, what did I give y'all that link? Let me give y'all this link too. So if you comment the word deal, DEAL, it will send you the link where all the Black Friday deals are. So comment the word deal under the Instagram post or the Facebook post. Let me see if it's still up here. Yep. So on any of the posts, if you type the word deal, you can even type the word deal after this post right here. It's fine. On the Facebook page or the Instagram page, it will take you the link for all of the Black Friday deals. And make sure that you comment the word Friday if you want the freebie Friday files. Okay. So you can comment both. It's not just a one or the other. I want y'all to get everything y'all came here for. Okay. But it has to be on the Facebook or the Instagram side, and then it will send you the link. If you comment the word deal or Friday, I think it is going to give you, that's a great question. Let me check for you. I think it will give you the $9.99 Photoshop link too. Good looking out for your fellow tribe members. I love that. Okay, let me check here and see. And just want to make sure y'all got it because I want to get back into designing, y'all. I know today's a big deal. It's Black Friday, so we got a lot going on anyhow. All right, let's see what we got here. Automation. Let me see here. So this is my system here. Let's see. Friday. Some of you all typed Friday already. So it should have automatically given you the links. And then the other one was deal. All right, so just on, let's say, Instagram or Facebook. Now, this is my automation. I'm going to be teaching y'all this upcoming year. I just want to make sure my Craft to Quit is ready. So I will be teaching this inside of the Craft to Quit program. Now, I use the innate CRM system, but there are several other things that do this type of thing. I just like the innate CRM system because everything is integrated from emails to chatting with you all on Facebook and Instagram, etc. So this is automatically going to give you. All right, so Deal doesn't. Okay, Deal is just going to give you the Canva and AI classes. But let me see something here. I might as well. So I know when you all type in Friday, it will give you the freebie Friday class, but it also gives you the Photoshop link for $9.99. So definitely make sure you comment the word Friday, and I have a Photoshop link. So even just Photoshop by itself, people are paying $19.99 a month for it. You don't need that. You just need the one that's $9.99 a month, but it's so hard to find. So I have created my own little link for it to help you find it. All right. And so what I'll do is for the deal one, I'll do that on here for you too. Open a new tab. Deal for Facebook. Open a new tab. And then all I'm doing is I'm just adjusting my automation so that it gives you all that additional information. So sometimes when you think you're typing me, it's just my automation. It's just my automation. That's it. And I want you all to get on this too. But right now, I want y'all to get some good graphics and make some good contacts so you got something to automate. You got some responses to automate. Right now, if you got 2 people contacting you in a year, you could just manually copy and paste your little links, okay? My goal is to get you all to where you're so tired. And I did this myself. I manually was doing all of this stuff on purpose. I had the automation and I was still manually contacting people because I wanted to see what were my moves that I could automate, right? So sometimes you learn that just by doing repetitive stuff. All right, so Deal Instagram now has it on there. The freebie Friday, I already had it on there. I'm just going to save it. You can come up out of this one. And as you all can see, this is all an automation here. Let me just make sure it's on this one. And all right. So it is in there. And then what should happen is as I refresh this, as you all are commenting the word deal or commenting the word um, Friday, right? So Friday and deal, these numbers should be going up. The number of people enrolled should be going up. Okay. And this all is happening right now just because I'm live. All right. And I don't want you all to think that that these little 9 little enrolls and 8 little enrolls and 3 little enrolls are nothing. I can guarantee you that these little enrolls today probably can pull a good $1,000 out of these few people right here in one night. Okay. You just have to remain consistent and you have to be skilled at something. Okay. So, this is what I want y'all to do. Before I get back into designing something, what are you skilled at? What are you like good at? Meaning, like, you could even teach the thing that you're really good at, right? What are you good at? Go ahead and let me know in the chat. Because the first thing, everybody wants to tell everybody how to make digital money and how to make 6 figures doing X, Y, and Z. If you want to be good enough to make that kind of money, you got to be good at something. Okay. Even if it's just one thing, you don't have to be great at everything, but you have to be great at one thing. And if you're not great at one thing, my deal is I want to teach you how to be great at Photoshop without having to have the 25 years of Photoshop experience like me. Okay. How to be great with your design skills without having to spend hours on these templates like I do. All right. So, literally, for this project that I just did, I'm literally showing you my project. I use templates from N8 Academy because I wanted to prove that the templates that we make in the Academy are real deal, the stuff. Okay. Real deal. I'm not just selling y'all templates just so that you can look at and think are pretty. I want you to understand these templates are going to make you money as long as you put them out there. Sublimation, awesome. I love that. Designs by Swan. Yes. What else? Y'all done got quiet on me. Tell me what you get at. And then also tell me what you want to be good at. What do you want to be good at? Maybe you're not great right now with digital design, but you want to be great at digital design. Say it out loud. Speak it into existence. All right. So, what I'm going to focus on for tonight, just to kind of show you all one of these products, I'm going to show off. I'm going to show off because I'm really proud of this archway, y'all. This isn't what we're doing next week. I think next week in class, we're going to be designing the cube. Okay. So I'm going to take y'all through all of these products. You hear me? All right. So this template will automatically split up your artboard. And this one I had specifically do extra wide. So I'm going to change it back to where it's not extra wide. It's just a standard opening. The standard opening is about 30 inches to 36 inches in the middle, depending on if you have any of your words popping out like I do right here, or your image kind of popping out on the side right here. But this will automatically design those things for you. Let me show you. So we have like the background arch area. And it's going to take a little while to open because this thing is huge. Like I said, it's about 10 feet tall. Okay. And you'll see that I have a few little images going on here, but for the most part, we have our background image, we have a pattern here, and we have some color. That's it. That is it, y'all. And what I'll do is I'll even change this back. I'm going to show you all the previous design here. And let's see here. I'm going to take off these dots, take off the levels there. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this arch and put this one back on. So this is what I'm saying my little simple one was. That's my simplest version. Close out of that so I can show you a quick flip. And this one, instead of grand opening, this should look familiar. I did this for a previous project. So instead of these here, let us finish thinking. And this is a big file, y'all. If you're going to start doing large format files, I show you right now that I'm actually designing this in 15 PPI so that it is easier for it to design even on a smaller system. But this is a pretty big, hefty file. All right, and then let me just make sure. I'm going to show y'all this. So this is the tip. Remember class number 292 last week? I taught you all how to design that locker design by only using the resolution of 15. That's how we were able to achieve that. So then that way this file is 100 times smaller than the print ready version of this file. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to close out of this because it's just kind of giving you the idea. If you all saw about 3 Freebie Fridays ago, I actually showed you how to do this entire arch design. Okay. And from this one event, having displayed this image with the lockers, I already got 2 different orders in less than a week from this template. So if y'all tell me that you putting your work out there and you're not getting orders, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you need to do a hands-on version of this. Like maybe you need to actually put this event out there, because I've always advertised my digital graphics, but it wasn't until somebody walked up and saw this in person at an event and they were like, "Oh, I got to have that design." So that happened with this event that just occurred on Monday. This event happened Monday, and on Wednesday, I had an order for this design. Just like that. And as a matter of fact, they want to make it purple and gold theme. All right, so I'm going to show you how to take this class, which is this class 292, and I'll show you some design features on how to change that out. Okay. What I'll do here, I'm going to do a little save as, and I'm going to show you how I did change this out for someone, and I'm going to use like a Kobe example. Okay. So let's go to, I want to save this on my downloads. And I'll just save this as the purple preview. Now I want to keep it in my preview format. Like we learned in class for 292, we got to keep it in the preview format while we're working on it. The only time we're going to make it 10 times bigger at 150 DPI or PPI is when we're getting ready to make it our printable file. So somebody asked me, I also said, be careful what you ask for because I'm going to show it to you. Somebody asked me, how do I format my file to send to a printer so that my files don't look blurry? Okay. Now I'm going to show you from the Photoshop side because the Canva side is a little trickier, and Canva will never give you the large scale graphics that you're talking about unless you're designing completely vector, because vector you can blow up any size and it will never lose its crispiness. But when you're designing bitmap images like this, if you design in smaller programs, you may not get the results that you want because it does not have the capacity to do a lot of super large scale. So in that capacity, I will show y'all later as we go along. I will show you all how to export your images large format from Canva. What you're going to do is pretty much design in half size. Okay. All right. Just making sure y'all don't have any questions for me. Yes, you're going to need Photoshop for this because I use a lot of advanced techniques. They look simple because I make them simple with the advanced tools inside of Photoshop. So these are smart objects, for instance, where this logo goes. This is a smart object. These lockers are smart objects. And then we're about to show you right now what happens with Photoshop if you stay locked in. So I'm going to double click on this locker room image. This is what we created in AI. So AI class number 52 went with this particular Photoshop file class. So you all created your jerseys and all that good stuff. All right, so what I'm going to show you here is that we can take whatever color we want. And I'm going to go ahead and show you. And this is just demo purposes. I'm going to demo this and make like a Kobe version, okay? Let's go to our downloads. I think I already saved the jerseys and whatnot. All right, so I'm going to show you kind of like a before and after. So before I had the big board, the 8x8. So I was like, well, what if we just need a small one single board, which is a 48-inch board. So it's 4 feet wide and 8 feet tall. So I'm going to go ahead and take this. Well, actually, let me close out of some of this stuff, y'all. Okay, so I'll take this file and then I'm going to change it into the Kobe file that we're talking about here. All right, so let me just give it a moment because I'm working with these large format files and I'm live streaming. So let me know if my streaming power goes down because I have a lot going on right now, including a lot of live streaming, a lot of windows open, plus I'm running Photoshop. So, and I'm live streaming, so there is definitely going to be a little resistance here. Just let me know if y'all can hang or if it's messing up on you too bad. Here, I'm closing out some windows just in case, make it a little bit easier for you. All right, and if you're getting something out of this content, if any of this is resonating with you, if you are loving what you're learning, you want to learn more, please drop a 100 in the chat and let me know what specifically you like about what we're learning, because the whole point of me doing this free class is to give you free value that you can use for your business, not just to give you files that you can download week after week and collect and do nothing with. Okay, I want to make sure that you all have resources that you can use to promote your business. No, there's no Zoom room tonight. We canceled class all this week, but I still wanted to come check in with you all for Freebie Friday. So I missed y'all. It was a whole week without my tribe. So I was like, well, at least let me get on here and do a little Freebie Friday. All right. And Craft to Quit, you all don't have to worry about putting the word Friday. Any of the Freebie Friday files and all of the replays are loaded up on the back end of your courses, okay? So Craft to Quit, you don't have to hunt for the stuff. It's going to be right there for you, okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and for this one, I'm going to change out the colors here. And I'm just looking for a logo or something that I can, oh, you know what? I can use the jerseys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace a jersey here. Now, if I'm only doing 2 cubes, and I'm literally telling y'all exactly how I did this because I already did this. If I'm only using 2 cubes, I want to use 2 that are in the immediate foreground, because as I start going off to the left, it starts to become more angular because of perspective. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend like this is only supposed to be 48 wide. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is take my artboard here and I'm going to change it from pixels to inches. So this tells me it's a 96 by 96. That means it's 8 feet by 8 feet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it I only want it to be 48 inches wide. And then you can even put the IN if you're not sure if it's going to give you inches. All right, and we see I have that there. Then I'm going to take everything here from the top to the bottom. And this is just how I literally modify this. I don't want that one at the end because it's a little too skewed out. So I'm going to start right here, and then I'm going to pull this out. I squished it in the first place. As long as it doesn't look jacked up, you can stretch your images out. For instance, this is all AI anyway. So nobody said these lockers had to be a specific width or anything. But if it starts looking funky, like something looks too stretched out, use your eyes to judge whether that's good or not. Okay. So now I have a 2 locker. Y'all see that? All right. Now all I have to do is go change the color of my locker and throw my logo on here. And change out my jerseys. Okay. So this is going to be basically, this is a tutorial for 292 because I don't think I ever did a quick video for 292. So customer happiness, if you will mark where we started editing here, this will be a quick tip video or quick demo video for the 292 class because we actually did this live, but I don't think I did a quick video. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to turn off the logo here. And this is what it looks like without a logo. And I have a couple of logos here that I can drop in. They come in really tiny. And let me make sure image size, we should be at 15 ppi. See how we're still designing at 15 ppi? But I'm only using, when you're doing 15 ppi, you got to do like I told you in class, in our live class. We're only doing smart objects. If you don't do smart objects, what's going to happen is your stuff is going to look super grainy. I'm showing you how to do something nobody else is showing y'all how to do, which is design in small scale. This is designing at 1/10 scale. If you ever looked at a model car, like they'll have like a 1/16 or a 1/10 scale. This is a 1/10 scale of how big this file is, which makes the file 100 times bigger when you make it full scale. So if you design it this little tiny scale that I'm telling you right now, this is how I give you the template in 15 ppi. Then you can maneuver around, you can change your colors, you can change your jerseys, and it won't be so sluggish on your computer. Then at the end, I'm going to show you, if y'all stick with me, I'm going to show you how to make it bigger just to send it to the printer and then make it back small again. Okay? If that's something that would help you when you're designing, because when you design big files, sometimes your computer's lagging or your Canva is even lagging because it doesn't like to do large format. I'm teaching you these tricks. So if this is helpful to you, I want you to put big in the chat. Okay, big, because I'm trying to teach y'all, or I'm teaching you all. I'm not trying, and you all aren't trying to learn. I'm not trying to teach you, not trying to learn. I'm teaching, and you all are learning how to do big graphics, even on your current computer at home. Okay. If this is what y'all came for, I need y'all to let me know, because otherwise I'll show you how to make t-shirts and, I'll show you how to make the treats and everything else. But when we're doing something that you really love and you really want to learn, I got to know that. Okay. That way I can keep teaching that thing. I'm even on here crazy. Like, look, I washed my hair, y'all. I didn't even try to style it or nothing for y'all. I'm just on here. Okay. Because it's Friday. Okay. All right, let's keep it moving. So what I'm going to do for this one, that one's cool. This one is the more recent one. So for this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a stroke to it. Add a white stroke, and I'm going to show you, since this is also a demo video for the class, I'll show you what I would do to kind of fill in these inside parts. So I get it kind of how I want it, maybe about 10 pixels. Okay, and there's some, you see there's still some parts here. What I would do, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Like I said, this is 15 ppi, so this is basically small potatoes. I'm gonna go underneath this logo layer, underneath it. I'm gonna use my polygon lasso tool, okay? And then I'm gonna come here and I'm just gonna roughly go around these areas, because all I'm doing is I'm making a little fill. And you'll see what I'm talking about in just a moment. Because even if I was making this logo a cutout, right? We talked about cutouts. I do this part so that I have a full cutout that doesn't have this little inside little tedious little cuts, okay? All right, so how I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna go to solid color. Okay, it pops up on my other screen, but I'm gonna show you it here. Okay, so see how I pulled in the purple? I'm gonna tap on the white color because I want it to be that white color, and see how it filled that in nicely. Now when I get ready to make a cutout, I can make a cutout of just this, or I can make a cutout of the happy birthday or whatever title I put up there. Okay. Speaking of which, you all have this. Now I can show you how to make it a little bit smaller. Just like that. And I'm going to group the Lakers logo here with the white background I just created. I'm just going to group them. Turn that off. And you'll see this was another concept I had. And in class, you all have access to this because I gave you this little jewel text and everything. So let's say right now it says, happy birthday, Hotlanta. Now I'll put this little stuff in here. But I think what I'm going to do for this one is make that outline darker. So that stroke. There we go. I'm going to make a little smoky color. I don't want it exactly black. And I'm just going to show you this. This is also something that we did in class. You all had the text at the top, which is happy birthday, or maybe it's, you know, someone's signing day or whatever the message is. So I'm going to go here to the text. All right, and this is the name bling. I'm going to double click on the text here. And I'm just going to put your name. All right, and then I'm going to remove the Hotlanta. Give me just a second. There is something on top. There to there. It's holding some data here. Deselect. Oh, it looks like I have it on here twice. My bad. Oh, why do I have it on here twice? I have linear burn. Let's see, I'm going to copy this layer style. I don't know why I put this on there twice. I think I was getting like an extra little details from the stones here. That was just me being extra. So let me, if I wanted to show y'all how I was being extra, let me show you how I did it. I duplicated it, brought it to the top, and then I'm just going to paste that layer style that was there before. Close that up. And then I'm going to create a clipping mask. So that's how I got it to kind of do that extra effect. To make, I wanted to see the jewels even more. So that's what I did there. All right. So I'm just going to close that out. that was something to show you how you can edit that template. So this text is inside of the 292 template. You may not know it, but it's there. And then that way you have something to kind of, even if you don't have a logo, if you want to put a message up there, it's already there for you. Okay. So I'm going to go with this one here. I wonder. Let me see. I know I'm not supposed to be doing this, y'all. I am supposed to be keeping it simple. But what if I'm going to take this whole text 2 here. I'm going to duplicate it. And I'm going to make a text 3. Or I'll call this like logo 3. Okay. Because what I want to do, I want to try something. I have not tried this, but I'm going to do this with you all. See if it works. I'm going to delete all my little extra junk. And I'm going to copy the layer style here for where it says name bling. And then I am going to where is my little logo right here? So this is going to be my logo with outline. So just the logo by itself. I'm going to duplicate that layer and send it on over to my text layer. Now this is extra. Of course it's extra. All right, and now I'm going to take all the stuff that was above it and create a clipping mask to it. And then I'm going to copy the layer style where it was the name before. The name bling, I'm going to turn the name bling off. That means I have to turn it off. Okay, it turned off. There's just a little delay. And then I'm going to paste the layer style here. Turn off these little color fills. And then I'm going to take this one, Alt, click and drag it above. And I'm going to clear this layer style. And then I'm going to choose one of my blend modes that are going to help these stones pop. Ooh, color burn. Let's go. I like that. All right, y'all, I'm getting a little goofy. So when I start quoting house party and stuff, just know it's my bedtime. House party, 5 heartbeats. If I start singing to y'all, all of that good stuff, just know I'm being goofy because it's my bedtime. All right, so let's say, I did not want you to move, sir. I was not trying to move you. I just want to double click on the text. And let's say instead of happy birthday, I'm going to say New High Lakers, because maybe that's the name of the school. Okay. Boom, boom. Yes to save. Craft to quit. When will it be opening? D. Norris, that's a good question. We did open it briefly after the challenge. If you would like us to consider you for a craft to quit for the program, please message me, DM me on the Innate Academy Facebook page or the Innate Academy Instagram page, one of those two, and let us know that you're interested and we can send out the application. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to turn on, now this regular logo it ain't working for me. I like this. Yes. All right. So that's also because I'm a little extra, just a little bit, just a little extra. That works for me. Now, what I could also do here is go ahead and collect. One thing I am going to use this logo for is just to go ahead and collect my colors. So I'm going to take my eyedropper tool here. I'm going to grab that purple and I'm going to grab this gold, and those are my team colors now. Where did they go? They went over here to my swatches for purple and gold. Now this next step is going to be super fast because I did some extra stuff I wasn't supposed to do. I'm clicking on this background of the 144 by 96 where I see red. I'm going to tap on this layer on that icon right there, not double click, just regular click on it. And I'm going to grab my purple. So I have purple lockers. Now that yellow is not quite my yellow. So I'm going to go to the yellow and I'm going to do the golden yellow seats there. Now you have some other stuff you can play with too. If you want to change inside of the locker, you can make it purple, you can make it black, you can make it gold, whatever floats your boat to find your lost remote. Now, if you want gold on the inside, you have to remember to change the levels underneath. So you have that effect right there. But because my jerseys going inside are going to be gold, I am going to leave my inside of my lockers black. As a matter of fact, if you just leave the inside black, all you ever have to do is change the cushion and change the outside lockers loves. And it makes it quick, just like that. I spent a lot of time cutting out these little individual pieces and making them so y'all can color the inside of the lockers up here, the inside of the locker right here. Yeah, your girl did a lot for y'all on this 292 template. Okay, now if you don't have this 292 template, today is your day to get it 75% off. Just go ahead and go type deal and grab the 292 template. All right. Okay. Now I'm just waiting for it to update this smart object because this is a large image. Now this one is at full scale, so you just have to be patient with it a little bit. That's why I didn't want you doing all those extra files in there, just changing the colors and let it be what it is. Now I am going to turn this part off. I made this little extra part here because I wanted my locker to be taller. So I'm just going to pretend like you don't have all this extra meat here. And if not, then I'm going to take everything except for these logos. Where are my jerseys? Where my jerseys at? Group 1. Okay. So I'm going to pull all this down here. Select all this together. And y'all, I'm just going to stretch these out a little bit. Because this was what y'all would have to do. I think these were all, yeah, these were already in your template. They were already stretched to the bottom like that. I just squished it up because I needed to make it an 8 foot by 8 foot. So I did a little generative fill. Y'all see this generative fill? I did a little generative fill with AI inside of Photoshop in order to get some taller drawers at the bottom. So I don't have time to show y'all that tonight because I'm already past. Oh, I'm way past time. I am 33 minutes past time, y'all. Let me get on with my business so I can show y'all how we made these jerseys and some other stuff in AI. All right, so now it's time to change the jerseys out, just like we did in class. We're going to change jersey number. In here, I think it's jersey number 2. And then I'm going to bring up my purple and gold. Because I already cleaned up these jerseys, so I don't have to do it again. All right, so if you notice here, I pulled in the jersey. I cleaned up the background by isolating it with the remove background tool. You can use any remove background tool. I took a hanger that I got from the internet and I removed the background from it so that this jersey looks like it's hanging up on that hanger. And now I can take that group. And I want to put it over here. So group number 2 here. So what I would do is I would just file, place embedded. But because I have this in a similar file, I'm just going to go file or right click, and I'm going to duplicate this group, and I'm going to throw this over to my Jersey PSB. Okay, see, I was sitting right on top of the previous jersey. So all I'm gonna do is turn off the previous jersey. Now I want one that's 24, one that's 8. So I'm gonna keep on the eyeball for the 8 one first. And then instead of closing this, I'm just gonna hit save so I can preview what it looks like. All right, see how it previewed there? Beautiful. Now I'm gonna change out this jersey. And because it's not just a straight copy, in class, what we did was we did a right click and then where we go? So that's what I'm about to do right now. As a matter of fact, let me close out of some of these extra windows, y'all. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's say this jersey I'm going to turn off because remember, inside of one jersey, I'm going to have all my variations. So I only have 2 here. But in class, we did it all 5. So we changed out the numbers on all 5 of those. Now, mind you, I actually gave you a file where you can change out the numbers. So let's say 8 and 24 isn't what you're working with. You're working with different numbers. You can still take this jersey. Oh, do I have time to show you all this AI inside of Photoshop? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's say you wanted to make your own number here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do new smart object via copy. Why? Because for this one, I don't want it to be number 8. I want this to be blank. So let's say I don't want it to be Kobe. I just want this to be blank back. Okay. What I'm going to do in order to get it to be a blank back is I'm going to grab my lasso tool here, and I'm just going to take away the name. So I just created a lasso here. I'm going to hit generative fill and generate. And it should recognize that I just want to remove that area. Sometimes it tries to make some crazy words, okay? Now, this is helpful for you. If you like how I'm showing you AI right now inside of Photoshop, drop the word AI. I need y'all to help me understand what y'all like to see me do live in this design class. This is a class, believe it or not. Now, on our Wednesday class, it's hands-on. You all are sharing your screen and I'm walking you through the steps. On the Friday class, I'm still teaching, but I'm giving you all demonstrations so you can watch, you can ask questions, and I know what it is that you want to learn for these upcoming classes. Okay. All right, cool. So this looks good. It removed the name beautifully. Sometimes you want to check your variations, see if one of them looks better than the other. That one looks pretty good. I'm going to right click and I'm going to merge down. Now, when I do that, I'm going to hit File Save. It pops up over here. Now, I'm just checking my preview because I want to make sure that I still have my version. See how I still have the version with the name on the back? The reason why is because when I right-clicked on this one, I didn't just duplicate it. We did a new feature, which is not really a new feature. It's been there for quite some time, but it's called New Smart Object via Copy. That means it's making its own separate smart object entity. Now, before, when we do smart objects, we love the fact that all the smart objects change at once. But when you're making variations of jerseys, you do not want to sit here and make all of these different jerseys and have all of these different or have all of the jerseys change at one time. You want to have each jersey number change separately. Okay, so there we go. That's the back. Let's update it. Okay, now what we're going to do is take off the number. And I'm just being aware that I don't miss any shadows or anything, because if you have shadows that are associated with an image, sometimes it will be confused and it won't remove the full image. So this one is fine because it's a flat number. Princess, I would really love to learn Photoshop. Princess, come join us every single Wednesday, we're doing a Photoshop class. Every single Wednesday. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and merge that one down. Now I have a blank jersey. Okay, so when I close this out, I'm going to hit yes to save. And now I have a jersey with a number, and then I have a blank jersey. Now inside of this template, number 262, I also gave you all where you can put last name and you can put the number. Okay, so you may have to move these accordingly. And this may not be the exact font, but at least I'm showing you how to make your own team jerseys. Okay, so for the number, I want to, let me reference my image again. It is, let me just take note of this. It's a white number with a purple outline for the number. So when I pull my number in, the number meat is going to be white. And the number outline is going to be purple, but I have not created purple as my smart color one. So I'm going to double click there, go to my swatches, grab my purple. Boom, there it is. When I tell y'all I overthink these files for you all, so they are mindless. As long as you come in here and you do what you need to do, you do these steps that I'm over talking y'all through right now, you can flip this template out in 5 minutes. All right, so color number 2, let me go ahead and grab that gold color. It was slightly different, but it was different. Okay, now the outline for the number is the purple, so I'm going to turn the purple on and turn off the gold. And if I want a little bit thicker purple here, then I'm going to go to the FX and I'm going to increase the stroke here. That's the inside stroke. I want to increase the outside stroke. And I'm just manually doing this, pretty much eyeballing it. So that's 29. Let me try 18. 18 looks good to me. All right. And of course, that's not the same font and everything. But now I can take this number 1 with my move tool. And I want to move it where the number is on the jersey naturally. And then where it says last name, y'all, this is the fun part. So for the last name, I'll go to this one. And for this one, the inside color, inside me is purple. I'm going to turn off the black, turn on the purple. And then the outline color is white. Turn off the yellow, turn on the white. And you see how my color 1 and color 2 automatically change? That's why I make these smart templates for y'all. Now, this is not the same exact font, but if you're doing everybody's name together, don't try to like match a perfect jersey. It's gonna be too much work. Okay. This is your team. You make up the font and all of that stuff. But if you want to, you absolutely can change these fonts. I'm trying to make it something easy for you though. All right. So here I want to, and we actually didn't do this in class. So if I want to curve my text here, what I'm going to do is double click on the last name here. I lied, not double click on it. Because this one is a smart object, so I can't double click on it. What I can do is go to image, edit, transform, and then I want to warp, but I don't think this one is going to let me warp. So what I have to do is I do have to double click inside of it. And then if I want to warp this, meaning that I want it to kind of take on that curve shape, I'm going to have to increase the canvas size here. How I do that is I go to image canvas size. I'm going to anchor it in the middle here. And I'm going to give it a height of 3 times what it is right now. So I'm going to tell it it's a height of 6. And see how it gives me some more space at the top and bottom. And then I'm going to double click on this T and I'm going to tell it what I'm going to do. I'm going to duplicate this. I want to keep my straight last name, but then I also want to arch it or arc it. And I'll tell you what the difference is in just a second. Double click the T, come on up here to this little T with the arch underneath it. And if you arc it, it's going to kick out the edges of the name. If you arch it, it will keep the outside of the text flat to the edge. So that's the one I use. I use arch, not arc, mostly. Okay, now I'm just guessing kind of how the Bryant was, something similar to that. Turn off the flat name. Let's close out, hit yes to save, and let's see what magic we've worked. Boom, diddly, boom. I'm going to bring that up where the Bryant is. Okay. It's not perfect, but it's in there, it's locked in. And then now I can turn off the 8 and the 24. So now I'm going to have a 1. And this is what I need y'all to do. This is what's going to be super cool, okay? So for the number, I think I did. Did I give y'all a version of this? With the number in the name duplicated? If not, I'm going to do it right now. So I'll take all of this number, last name, team name should always stay the same anyway. So team name will go to the top. Last name and number definitely change. Okay. So this will be 24. Then I'll make one that says 8. Then I'll make one that says 1. And I do this all in the first jersey. Why? Because I'm going to show you in a little bit what happens. So for 1, I think I'm good to go. I'm going to turn that off. For number 8, I'm going to go into the number. Oh, this is where I was hiding them. I forget. Y'all forgot what I was teaching y'all in the first place. Lord of mercy. Okay. I lied. I didn't need to do all of that. All right. That's where it was. So inside of the number, so your number and your last name can change. So we're going to do number 1. So I'll put 1 at the top. Then I'm going to duplicate that layer. Change the next one to number 8. Make sure it looks clean. Everything fits on the scene. Duplicate that layer. Turn that into 24. And then I want to make sure the 24 fits on here. See how it's kind of hanging off a little bit? So I'm going to hold down shift and I'm going to squish it until it's not hanging off at all. All right, so now I'm going to start with 24. And I'm just going to keep the word last name here. Of course, you have different last names for each one. So now it's going to say last name 24. I'm going to save it. And let's see if it changes from Bryant to last name 24. Now, this is your team, right? You ain't got to go copy and Kobe or nothing. Now you just use that as an inspiration for how to do your new team. So I'm going to get rid of these right here because I don't need the Hotlanta versions. I'm going to start with 1 set of jerseys that are already embedded in here. Okay. Now let me show you what I'm going to do next. I'm going to right click on this one and I'm going to say new smart object via copy. When I do that, now I can hold down shift, drag it over. It's in its own cubby hole. And when I double click on this one, it's no longer going to be 24. This one, I'm going to double click. We already picked our other numbers. This one is going to be number 8. When I close out and hit yes to save, or really you should save before you close out. This way I'm going to save Control S before I close out. And now see how they changed independently. So this was one of the major tricks that I taught you all in class number 292. So if you don't have the class 292, go back and go through that class. It was good. Y'all learned a lot of advanced techniques and y'all had a lot of fun in 292. At least that's what y'all told me. All right. Cool. So that is the demonstration. That's it. That's all, folks. So I said I would show y'all some AI. I showed y'all some AI because I showed y'all AI inside of Photoshop today. But I'm going to save this and I'm going to show you how I would go to print this because this was y'all said big, meaning that you want to know how to print this big, right? This is a 4-foot by 8-foot board. If I wanted to send this to Hotlanta right now, the reason why y'all getting certified, because y'all gonna know how to send this, I'm gonna go to image size, and I already saved this. Matter of fact, you'll know because if I go file, I can't hit save anymore because it's already saved. All right, so We're going to go to image, image size. And remember, I'm only playing with this little 15 ppi. Let me put a 0 at the end. Let me show you what happens. When you put that one little 0 at the end, it goes from 2.97 megabytes to 296.6 megabytes. So making it 10 times more pixels or per inch made it 100 times bigger image. Did y'all see that? So this is the principles that I'm teaching you. You don't want to design it in 150 ppi if you're using the smart objects like I'm showing you, because the smart objects have the pixel size locked in. So you're not going to get crazy, pixelated, ugly images if you design like I'm showing you how to design in these templates, okay? All right, so what's going to happen when I hit OK? It's going to try to power this image up. It's on my other side of my screen right now saying progress, and the progress is going to take a little bit of time depending on your processing power for your computer. All right, you see how big that got? See how big that got? If I control 0, I'm going to zoom it in. It doesn't look any different, but now it's high resolution, and it's going to be, it's going to upscale all of my effects. So I'm just going to check, make sure none of my effects did anything crazy. Y'all, I really like how this logo turned out. I was not expecting that. That looks cool. All right, so we're going to go File. We're going to save a copy. And we're going to save that copy as a JPEG. That means it's going to flatten the mess out of this file. Now, when you see preview in 15 ppi, you ought to be ashamed to send that to any printer. If they see 15 ppi at the end of the file, they may not even look at the file. They might just laugh at you and say, reject your job, because they don't even want to print something at 15 ppi. All right, that's tiny, tiny pixels. So what we're going to do, instead of saying preview 15 ppi, I'm going to put print 150 ppi. And then I'm going to put the size in front of this. Okay, so the size of this is my 292 template. This is a 48. I always put the width first. 48 by then the height, which is 96. And then this is my template, 292 purple. And then this is my print resolution. So that tells me everything that I need to know that I'm sending the right file to the printer. I'm going to hit save. Next, I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. When it asks me for the JPEG options, you could do maximum if 8 is fine. Some people crank it all the way up to 12. All right, it will make your file a little bit bigger. Now I'm going to come on over to the files I created here. That is what, that is my TIFF file. Where did I put my, oh, there it is. That's my 150 ppi. That's what I'm going to send to the printer when I open it up. Let's check this out. Let's go to image, image size. Because it's flattened, it's going to tell me that it's 296 megs because it has all of that data kind of saved in there. But let me go check on the actual file here. You see, when I hover over the file, it's only 26 megabytes. 26 megabytes. But because I open it in Photoshop, it imagines, that's what I'm telling y'all. Y'all have these huge files and y'all don't know it, that it's preserving all of that information inside the file. So it's making those files huge. That's why in the Automizer, I stopped letting you all add layers and layers and layers and made it to where you could only do one PNG at a time, because that's why your Automizers were crashing out. It was too much information in there. Okay, you just need one layer at a time. Rework your Automizers as you need them for your projects. All right, so that's that. That's what I would send to the printer, that 150 ppi project right there. And it's only 26.8 megabytes, which is barely, because I think 25 megabytes makes you send it via Google Drive. But then I end up sending that via Google Drive to my printer. Okay. I don't try to upload. Most of their websites can take, I think, up to maybe a 50 megabyte file. But when you're sending these large format prints, you're going to need to know how to use Google Drive and how to send Google Drive links. Or there are some other alternatives to Google Drive. I just stick with what I know, which is Google Drive. All right, so I'm closing out of that because that's done. Now, before I save this file, I done got what I needed out of this thing, out of this template. I want my template to open up smooth and easy next time. So I'm going to go back up to image, image size, And I'm going to take this bad boy back down to 15 ppi because this is my design template. And in my design template, it says preview 15 ppi. I want to stay true to that. Look how tiny that thing got up in the top of my screen. Look at that. That's a big difference in design time and processing power that is necessary for my computer. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and file save my little 15 ppi file. And what I'll do is I will put this file in the 292 class too, just so you all have a 4x8 version and an 8x8 version. I think that would be good for you. So I'll give y'all this file as a bonus if you have the 292 class. Now, let's talk about these freebies. What am I going to give y'all for freebies tonight? I do have, as I'm not going to demonstrate the Automizer because we've taken a lot of time already, but I have already produced all of these images as PNGs for you all. But I think what I'm going to do is show you how I would take some of these components and just save them as PNGs. Now, these are small PNGs, remember? Even though I'm designing this, look, image size. Let me show you something. It's like zone in right here, image size. This is still only 15 ppi. This is just me laying stuff out, but these are my actual files. This file right here is huge. This is why I won't put these large format images on the Automizer because they are huge files. So even at 15 ppi, it's still storing a lot of that data. So if you're really serious about doing the large format designs, I'm going to have these type of things available as a totally separate download. You can use the images from the master template in the Automizer to make these designs, but I have to put them separate because I cannot include these. I already tried, trust me, I tried to put these inside of the Automizer, and it makes it unnecessarily bulky. Okay. So if you plan on doing large format prints, you're going to need to be doing some tweaking anyhow. All right. So what am I going to do here? Let me go ahead and I'm going to take this entryway here. So I'll take the entryway. I'm going to right click and then I'm going to quick export as PNG just because I want to give you the entryway and then I'll give you these balloons. I think I showed y'all last week how I clean these balloons up. I showed you how I use AI to take out, there were some fire trucks in here and it was really, really bad resolution. And I used AI to upscale that. So if you watched last week's Freebie Friday class, I used some AI to clean up those balloons. So now that I have my balloons, let me go ahead and quick export those. And then I'm going to quick export this accordion as is, but I want to fix it. It's not quite right. Let me see if I can fix it with y'all here. Y'all got about 10 minutes to spare while I show y'all how I do my mockups. If you do, drop a 10 in the chat because we're already late, but it's Black Friday. And I actually do have to go to bed on time tonight because I've got a big day tomorrow. All right, so y'all give me 10. Okay, y'all give me 10 minutes. I'll show you what I can do. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 176 by 96 accordion image. Boom. Okay, now if you all remember, this was template number 291 where we did the accordion wall. Now I will make this a part of this. I'm going to make this whole package a 295 upgrade kit so that you all can have the large format prints that go with the small format prints as well. So if y'all let me know this is what y'all like to see, I'll start making these upgrade kits. All right. And again, if you want to make these things, let me remind you, hold on. if you go to did I put it on here? Oh, yeah, it's right here. So the GoPro hands-on workshop. You will learn to make these accordion walls, these cubes, these cutouts, these floor wraps, everything that you ever wanted to know about how professionals do this stuff. You're going to be in a professional shop in Atlanta. Okay. You're going to spend 2 days with me, and you'll spend those days with Miss Lynn too. So she is the shop owner, and she's going to be showing you the tools, the techniques, how you can do this from home without having to have super expensive printers and equipment. We're going to show you how to do this with minimal equipment and just show you the right processes and techniques and the minimum tools that you're going to need. Now, eventually, when you want to grab your own printer and you want to have cold laminators and all kind of other big boy type of tools and equipment, then you can upgrade to that. But what we're going to show you is how Lynn can send you the prints from Atlanta, or you can get the prints from any local vendor, because sometimes you want, not sometimes, you want to have a local vendor. I don't care if you're going to get better prices more than likely from Lynn because you're going to be certified. But if you want to have somebody on deck locally, because let's say you just mess up a print and you don't have the time to wait 2 days to get it via FedEx, or you don't have the budget to reprint and do the same day air option. If you don't have the budget to do that, then you want to have a local printer that can help you. Even if it costs more for the local printer, have that as a backup. Y'all hear what I'm saying? The yearly gold membership. Let's see. Go to the 101. Let me see what it's talking about. Thank you for letting me know the link isn't working. So if you just click on this one right here, this is memberships. Why is it making me check this box, child? Okay. So, hey, somebody was asking me about Craft to Quit. Apparently, I thought I made that where everybody can't see it. Only people that submitted the application can see it. So it's on there. For those who know what Craft to Quit is, I'm not going to spend any time explaining it tonight. If you know what Craft to Quit is and you want to go ahead and do the annual one-time offer, is $9.97. That is a deal that's open right now. But what you were talking about is the gold membership deal. This one is on here, but I gave you all an option for the gold membership. It's only on this 101 page. And just type in the word deal, and you're telling me it's not working. So you have this option right here where you don't unlock all the classes, but you get the live classes for 1 year for $582. Or you have this deal where you unlock all the Photoshop classes, all of the AI classes, and you get the Automizer. So you get the Automizer, that's a $1,200 file. You get all the AI classes, which is somewhere around, what's 40 times? Let's do some calculator. So there's $40 AI classes times 53 classes. That's over $2,000 worth of AI classes. The Automizer itself is worth $1,200. And then there are Photoshop files. There's over 190. I'm just going to say 190 times 40. All right. So 7,600 plus 2,000 plus 1,200, just roughly, that's at least $10,000 worth of stuff unlocked. Plus, you're going to get 1 year of the gold membership, which is $97 times 12. So something like that. That's about $1,200 worth of stuff for $897 flat. And then you'll have the option if you want to continue with the gold membership for the next year. You'll have that option as well. All right. All right. All right. So hopefully that helped you out. So these two options right here are not going to be on the Academy site. So just if we just go only with this one-on-one page, then you all will be great. So just comment the word deal. So it will give you this link and take you to this page. So y'all don't have to worry about individual links and clicking on the wrong link. So just comment the word deal on the Facebook page or the Instagram page. Also, oh, I see you all, some of you all are buying the stoles. The stoles are 50% off as well. So right now we have stoles as low as $3.50. Graduation stoles. Paper for $14. Ink for $24. All of this good stuff you see right here. The Automizer, if you just want the Automizer by itself, you don't want to do the membership and all that stuff, you just want the Automizer by itself, it's $300 right now. Everything y'all asked me for is on this page. So just type the word deal, and then you can build whatever Black Friday deal you want. Whatever your heart desires for Black Friday is probably right here at the top of this page. Just type the word deal underneath a post on Instagram or Facebook. All right, y'all. So I got to wrap this up. Let me see what I was going to show y'all real quick next. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. Let's see here. What do I want to do? I've already changed that. I want to show you how I make my mockups. Why I spend a lot of time making this stuff, and why this is why I really don't appreciate, and I do take action when I see our stuff used other places or shared other places or sold other places or given away other places, because I guarantee you that they don't love you like I love you. Okay. Number one. And secondly, there's a lot of development that goes into making this stuff for y'all. So I don't take it lightly. And the tribe doesn't take it lightly either. All right, so I'm going to, I won't delete it. I'll just turn it off for right now. So I use 3D SketchUp. I won't be showing y'all how to use a 3D SketchUp program to design each of these different types of products. So I also plan on designing a trash can for this event space, y'all. I already did the DJ booth. I just got to mock it up. Okay. Trash can is just something that basically where you can put your trash and it looks pretty. Some columns. Those are some things I have coming up for you all in this large format world. This was the ceiling hanger banner that I really want to do for y'all. Let me make it a little bit smaller so you can see what I'm talking about here. Make that just a little bit smaller. Okay. So that ceiling banner was supposed to be where the Jumbotron was hanging from. Yes, I went all out and I had less than 48 hours to design all this stuff. Yes, your girl did. Okay. I'm not insane, but I think there's like a slim line between genius and insanity, but I claim to be genius. I could be approaching that insanity line real close sometimes though. If you ask my brother or any of my family members, I frequently am tap dancing right at that line. Because in my head, if I can dream it, it can be done, right? So anyways, which is true. If I can dream it, it can be done. Just, do I have the right resources? Did they give me the right budget? Do I have enough time, right? Okay, so let me show you. I'm going to design this accordion wall. I'm going to do, so I'm going to bring it in as its own little smart object here. And that's just so I can manipulate it like I want to. All right, so what I'm going to need to do is kind of hit shift and squish it in. So I make my extremes left and right, and then I'm going to make it go as tall as I can possibly get to cover everything. All right, cool. So then I'm going to hit enter. All right, now I'm going to make my opacity a little bit lighter so I can see my structure underneath. And because this is an evenly sliced panel, I need, how many boards is this? This is 4 boards. So I'm going to come up here to edit. I'm going to go to transform. Then I'm going to go to warp. Then I'm going to go to grid. I want to make a custom grid. Can I get away with only having 2 rows? Maybe even 1 row? I don't think it's going to let me have 1 row. And then for the columns, I need 4 columns. Let me see if it's going to let me do this, y'all. Okay, it didn't give me 1, but it did give me 4. Okay, so what I want to do, have 1. So instead of 4, I want 8. I want 8, not 4. So let me go back to custom grid. And I want to do 8 columns. And it's not giving me 1 row anyway, but I can deal with it. Perfect. All right, and I say perfect, but y'all are probably like, what? What is she talking about? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on this one, hold down shift, grab this one. And I want to move them over to the left. Boom. I'm going to get it kind of right. And I'm trying to move it up or down. I just need to only be isolating it left or right. And my goal is to get it right on that line right there. Okay. And now I'm going to take this one and this one, top and bottom. Same idea here. I'm just looking for my little line to snap it to. Then this one, stop playing with me, sir. 1, and I'm holding down shift so I can grab the second one here. And this is what I say. They don't love you like I love you. They are not. Well, I ain't going to say not. Some of them might be. But they still don't love you like I love you. But they are not doing all this for y'all. You hear me? They are not. So if I do this for y'all, please honor that by keeping that in our academy, by telling these folks what to buy these files and not sharing it with them because they didn't do the work like you did. They didn't sit on here on my 3-hour live and watch me work like this. They don't even deserve this kind of stuff if they're not going to be doing the work. If they ask you for it for free, they are literally, they should be offending you. You hear me? Like, I'm so offended right now, I done pressed the wrong button. Let me zoom out a little bit. 1 and 2, hold down my shift. Let me stop talking about stuff that be making me angry while I'm designing. All right, and then finally, this one looks like it's about on point, but let me just check and see, y'all. Are we on the line? Look at that. It's just on the line. Now, that's for my partitions, but now I have to go in and take this little one right here, pull it down. This little one right here, pull it down. This one right here. Stop, sir. Pull it down. Ooh, this is the nerve-wracking part right here because now I'm changing stuff a lot and you just don't know how it's going to end up. Oh, I'm not even on my right line for that one, so let me fix that. Here we go. And I'm leaving a little bit of overhang so I can just clip it off. Now, it's not perfect because really these are supposed to be straight edges and I do have a little curve to them. But I'm going to see if at the end of this, if it's worth, like, see, I have to go and clean these up to be more of an edge than a curve. I'm going to see if that's even worth it. By the time I'm done with this, it may not be worth it. All right, now I can get in a little bit closer since I'm dealing with my nodes on my corners. Okay. And this is what I'm doing for you all to make mock-ups. Fun stuff. I almost never show y'all how I make mock-ups because it's usually a tedious process. I don't even like making mock-ups. Can I be honest with y'all? I loathe making mock-ups. Okay? Loathe it. However, um, when I know that this mock-up does not exist out here, y'all. That's how I be knowing also when my stuff gets shared / stolen. It's because it didn't exist before me. And then all of a sudden, after I demo it, it exists in this world outside of the academy. And that's when, we got a little motto called snitches get templates. So I always find out about it. And I'm talking to the wrong crowd because the people that's here right now, y'all love me so much. Y'all be the ones let me know. All right. So I think we got it here. Before I pull off of this mock-up, I just want to be as clean as possible with my setup without having to, you know what? I could have just made all of these corners instead of, do I want to do this? All right, so, oh no, because that's it. That's it. Let me see. All right, so that was my previous one. I know that one's wrong. I don't even want to see it. Now let's make this one normal and full opacity, just so I can see it. Okay, it's looking real accordion-ish, but I want to right click and I want to create a clipping mask so it gives me those nice little clean hard edges. I know I cheated a little bit, but it look all right. Okay, and then I'm going to add the shadows to the top, which is shadows I already created earlier. Y'all see that? Boom, diddly, Let me bring the opacity down just a little bit. Oh, Lord. So I made y'all an accordion mock-up. All right. All right, so I'm saving that. I still have a few more mock-ups to make for y'all this weekend. This was actually my objective since I didn't teach this week. I got to work on all of this cool stuff for a bigger package. All right, so now I can take this accordion. I'm much more proud of this accordion than the previous one. So I'm going to take that and quick export as PNG. And then that way I can build out. I'm actually going to take this whole setup here. Let me see. Main focal. Let's take the DJ booth out of the main focal. All right, so we'll take that main focal area and then I'm going to quick export as PNG. So we'll now have that main focal area that has the balloons and all. All right, so because I promised you all I would give you some free files tonight if you hung out with me this late. And I surely appreciate you. So I'm going to take off this banner and backdrop because it's not as cool as the one we're about to do right now. Let me take this floral wrap. Stop playing with me, sir. Okay. And I'm going to place this. I forgot I had this little table on here too with the runner, but we're not going to use this right now. Let's go ahead and give you those mock-ups that I think you would love. So I'll throw in the accordion mock-up here. And let's see how we're going to fit this main focal in. This is a lot to be fitting in here. So I'm probably going to take off some of the foreground images there just so that we can make enough to focus on these large elements. And let's go ahead and do that archway because I'm telling you the archway, and let's bring the balloons in for the archway. Y'all are going to sell the mess out of this. And you can be like, well, Shannon, now that I done sold this stuff, when you're doing that hands-on class so I can get this experience. So trust me, I know. If it's not right now, it'll be extremely soon where you'll be wanting to do that. Oh, you know what I should have done? It's okay. I'll just bring them out down. I should have brought them down in size together because they would have come in exactly the same size together. All right, so what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to get rid of some of the Christmas stuff, even though I'm sure you will still be doing Christmas stuff. The reason why I'm getting rid of it is because I want to make some space so I can only show so much at a time, y'all. Okay, so I will make space for that, for the sports. I'll put a little t-shirt up here. T-shirts will always sell. Let's do this little sweatshirt here. And then for the blanket, I have a pillow on there. I don't really need, the blanket is a large format item that I think right now is standing in the way more than anything. This welcome poster actually does come in handy. I probably put it here and then just take off the journal and the pen. And let's just make sure that this makes it below our other items. All right, and something that may come in handy, this little yard sign here. Just because if you are doing an event, especially a sporting event, these yard signs do come in handy. And I'm just running out of space. Let's take this tumbler. Let's put this mug over here. Now, this is not like I probably spend like an unnecessary amount of time placing things. So please don't let what I'm doing right now like make you feel inferior to like how you lay stuff out. I promise y'all, I take just as much time looking at the same stuff over and over again and moving the same stuff over and over again. Okay. Just know it is not just you, okay? But my goal right here is to make sure that in the foreground, I'm focusing on my event products. So this is what I'm aiming to get right now. All right. Bringing that in a little bit. So this will be a cool mock-up for y'all. Now for me, my floor wrap is blending in with the floor here on my background. So just gonna do a little thing here where I create a solid color and just change the color of the floor. I'm going to choose a different blend mode. So screen makes it look really light. There we go. I just don't want it clashing with my floor that I'm creating here. All right, so I have my accordion wall. Y'all didn't let me know I forgot the cubes. How could I? So we have our accordion wall here. Let's make this setup just a little bit smaller, the main focal, because we got to be able to fit all of this on one display. Then let's put the balloons behind the welcome sign. Y'all, we actually made all of this in real life. Did I show y'all the video? I don't think I showed y'all the video yet. Ooh, Lord of mercy. This is a lot. Let's get my accordion wall down a little bit here. And then I can bring in a couple of cubes. And this is a whole party in a box, y'all. Let's see, where are my cubes? Cubes are here. I'll grab the 3 cubes. And let me just quick export as PNG. And this is going to be my 3 cubes. And y'all, I even put drapes in the background back here for y'all. This little mock-up just to show you how the drapes alone can make a difference in the room. All right, so I'm going to close out of that. Hit yes to save. I didn't even put the scoreboard and all that stuff on there, y'all. We'll get closer to that when we do the when we get to our 295. All right, so I said I was going to add these cubes so y'all can start selling this stuff, and then y'all have an excuse to come see me. All right, and this is a lot to put in this one mock-up, y'all, but I'm making it happen. I'm gonna put it here. I'll put it here. All right, so cubes, accordion, 8x8 backdrop, which is actually a self-standing board backdrop. So we call that a standee. We have a 4x6 standee. We have cutout standees. We have the arch standee, which technically was a standee, but it just leans back just a little bit. And if people are going to be walking by it and going through it, I would tell you to not make that a standee and put it on the pipe and drape frame. So I will be showing you all that too whenever you come to the physical workshop, or if you want to do the virtual class. So I think I'm going to bring that up just a little bit. Take my balloons, follow it. Stop it, sir. I just want the balloons to move. There we go. Woo, all right. So who here is still with me and can use these PNGs? Oh, Jan says the corrugated plastic vendor. Look, y'all didn't forget, and y'all still hanging out with me. I got you. All right, let me sign in. So, and I don't know if y'all can see the listings when you're not signed in, if you don't have an account, but I'm gonna give it to you anyway. I'm gonna give you a bonus too. I'm gonna tell you where to get this tool right here. Well, wait, one thing at a time. See how I got distracted just that quick? I was gonna show y'all a tool to get and where to get the corrugated plastic, but I need to finish this because I need to go ahead and get y'all's files ready. Okay, so I'm gonna take this sports holiday mock-up. We're working towards 295. And this will be our 295 challenge, our 5-day challenge, where we work together for 5 days straight. We're going to do some Canva. We're going to do some Photoshop. We're going to do some Automizer. We're going to do some AI. And speaking of AI, while that's saving, let me remind you where I got this AI artwork from and why you want to have all of this. Okay. You see all of these right here on my left hand side? Those are all AI classes. So this was 52. This is one we just did. Wonder where I got the lockers from? Here it goes. Okay. So we did lockers. We created courts and fields on fire and lightning. And I did letters as well. I just didn't focus on letters for this one. This is how I made those jerseys. Okay. This is how I created the balls on fire. And if you look, where is it? So this accordion design, and I also use it on my cube design. I use these balls on fire. Look at that. Okay. And then I will turn this into a template for you all. That's what I'm saying. We're going to build up to this whole 295 experience, y'all. We're going to build up to it. And I'm going to show you how I created the digital designs for all of these components that are going to work its way into this big project. All right. And then that way you can change out the background here. You can put your cityscape, or you can put an abstract view, or you can put one. Remember, we had the football field on fire. Maybe you want to put the field that corresponds to that character in the background. So maybe the football field is back here, basketball court is back here, softball field right here, and soccer field right there. And I'm telling y'all, you will have artwork like nobody else has it. I know, because I've been creating it because it don't exist. Now, if it was a template, I would just download a template and I would use it. But since it doesn't exist, this is why I make this stuff for y'all. All right, so that's where that AI came from. So if you don't, listen, the best deal is just to get the big package that has the 1 year of live classes with me, because you want to come to the live classes. I cannot stress enough. The people that have the most success with these files and with the Photoshop and with AI are the ones who show up to the live classes, because I show you how to do it. I just don't, I actually watch you do it and I help pull you out the mud. I don't just demonstrate it like I'm doing right now. You're the one sharing your screen in the Zoom room. Okay. All right. So that's AI. Y'all see all this AI. I also use, there's AI 44. No, AI 43 is what I used. So AI 43, y'all see me creating characters and stuff there. Yeah. I also use, what else did I use? I use some AI 21 for some of the balls as well. Okay. Because we did some of that in this one too. Yep. And you got your basketball mascots. You got your backgrounds we created there. The actual, let me scroll up and show y'all some of these. Yeah. Tell me y'all can use this stuff. Please tell me. There's thousands of files in here in each one. Okay, this has 4,800. That means 4,800 images in this one server. Each of these servers, so you got kids' parties, like you can't tell me that you cannot win with these resources. I don't even want to hear it. If you have the whole unlock bundle and you have all 50 AI classes, you have all 190 Photoshop templates, ain't no way in the world you can convince me that you don't have what you need to succeed. No way. Every project that's popular on Etsy, we done made trends for Etsy. Okay, we done made faux patches, and look, what do we made faux patch embroidery patches a year ago before any of this stuff started being popular. So all I'm saying is if you want to be cutting edge, if you want to know how to work smarter, bump that, not work smarter, how to think genius, how to operate efficiently, because that's what we do with our minds and our brains. We go innovative mode. Okay, so we ain't even got to work smart. We just have to think innovatively. We have to think automation. We have to think genius level so that we can get this work done a lot easier. All right. So that's my plea to you all. If you have the ability to, and you see the benefit of all of these AI classes and all 190 Photoshop classes, if you want to see all of the Photoshop classes, because this is only a handful of them on this one-on-one page, if you go to the Photoshop templates here, these are all the Photoshop templates, all 190 of them. Boom, right there. 4 days. Adam, as a matter of fact, for years. If you wait to unlock all of these, you have to wait every 7 days, a new one will unlock for you. But if you go ahead and do the unlock package, then you'll have the live membership for a year, plus you'll unlock all of this, plus you'll unlock the Automizer and the AI. So listen, my throat is getting dry. I'm tired. What I said I was going to show y'all. Oh, this is what I had to do. Duh, Deidre. Hold on. All right, so I need to show you all. I'm going to take this one, quick export as PNG. I'm going to put it in my whole PNG folder. Automizer all, whole PNG. This is 295 Hotlanta. Ooh, we're moving forward. Now see, these are all the pieces that I used to design all that Hotlanta stuff, just foreground and background, logo in that background. And I designed all those party favorites, pillows and all. All right, so this is going to be sports, holiday, platinum. Then I'm going to make y'all a Facebook banner real quick. Because, okay, let me see if you can use this. If you can use what I'm making right now, all of these little PNGs and these little images right now, if you can use these, please drop a 100 in the chat. If you can use this stuff, drop a 100 in the chat. That way I know when y'all tell me, y'all, that you see a use for it, I know what to keep including. All right, so it's my 295 Hotlanta. Drag and drop that in there. So no longer are we talking about the Grinch. We talking about the sports teams now. All right, let's get rid of the Grinch. Update that. Say yes to save. All right, y'all tell me it's helping. I'm going to believe you. All right, so now I'm going to take that little Facebook banner and I'm going to quick export that as PNG. So you all will have that as well. So now you have a Facebook banner. You have this whole layout here that shows what you can do. And even if you don't think you can do it, trust me, you can do it because we do it here in the Academy and we will help you do it, okay? Just say somebody throwing some money at you and I'm sure we will be there to help. So we can help you design something. We can help you with one-on-one sessions if you need help. Like if you have a template and you want some help with that template, then we have one-on-one sessions. And of course, every single week is like a one-on-one session on our Tuesday AI classes and our Wednesday Photoshop classes. Okay. So, okay, sounds like y'all want this. So I'm going to save this little play file here. And then I'm going to go ahead and create y'all's freebie file for tonight. Now, I didn't go through all of these things because some of these things were not being used. So you got your silk scarf in there. You got your backdrop, banners, table runners, yard signs. See, like the yard sign, I wasn't planning on using that one. So I need to actually take that one off because, oh, actually, let me just fix it. So see how I was doing the double sign there? That's because the previous design I used, I had an accent plus the foreground image. So for this one, actually what I'm going to do, I'm just going to double click on the accent and turn the eyeball off for the accent. And then take my foreground for this one because I'm just doing a logo. Now, if I were doing like a different type of design, of course, I would have to resize and replace. But this is just really simple for a logo type of project. I'm talking about corporate jobs. Y'all, corporate jobs are a lot easier than some of these one of a kind type of parties we're throwing. And we're just being really hard on ourselves. This was a corporate job. This was a grand opening for a sign shop. And everything, I promise y'all, my whole intention was to sell them on the fact. I said, everything we make for this grand opening, you're going to want to keep and put in your showroom. Guess what they did the day after breaking down everything? The whole day was an admin day for them to go put all of this stuff mounted up in their showroom. So now their showroom looks like a story that you can tell of all the products that this business can make. So I do my best to show people my value so that I never have to explain my price. If I can show value, there's no haggling price. Price is only an obstacle when the value isn't present. Like if somebody doesn't know the value, they're going to question your prices every time. Okay. And you have people that maybe don't have that value. I tell people, hey, go check my Google reviews. Let me send you to my website so you can see my reviews. I don't do 50% deposits, all of that stuff. I don't do it. I've gotten out of that almost 10 years ago. Why? Because I can. And because I know my worth. And I want you to know that too. All right, so I'm just going to update all modified content because I taught my accent one to be clear now, so that should be good. I'm just going through some of the products here, and this is what I should have done prior to making my PNGs. Just clean up and make sure all of my products make sense. Okay. And this is simple, y'all. It's just a foreground and a background. I didn't add no extra effect. Well, you know, my foregrounds and backgrounds sometimes already have effects built in, which this design does have effects built in. And you'll see that when we do template number 295. All right. So I'm thinking everything is clean and good to go. Looks like all my treats look good. My cubes look good. All right, y'all. I'm going to call this good to go. And then I'm going to resave this just because I did have a little oopsie. Ooh, do I want to do that table? I think I could sell them a table runner for this. Here. Where am I going to put it? Okay, right here is not bad. Not bad. I have a lot on here. I know y'all, but I'm going to leave with a but. But y'all know my heart. I just want to help y'all sell. Okay, so I'm going to call that it because if I don't, I will be here all night with y'all. All right. Again, I'm going to go ahead and right click and quick export as PNG. I'm going to send that to a whole PNG folder. And then I'm going to go to my Facebook banner and just rechange out. So you see how easy it is to change these things out once you have a system. And that's my whole point, is to get y'all to have a system. So you see just those couple little changes there made a difference. Boom, boom, close that out, hit yes to save. And as long as you commented Friday on the Facebook post or the Instagram post, then you will have the link to get these files for free. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and quick export as PNG this Facebook banner. Yes, I'm going to replace the old one. And let me go ahead and zip this up for y'all. It's a lot of files. I hope y'all use them. I hope you use them. All right, so just to let y'all know what the Automizer outputs, it outputs the individual kind of PNG elements. All we really used here was foreground and background. All right, we use very little accents at all. Let's see, we did here is going to give you your PNG mockups. This is what you can put on your Shopify store. This is what you can put in your emails when you want to talk about the products that you can make. This is how you're going to advertise on your social media, what you make. These are your mockups. You can put these on your Etsy store, right? And then these are your printables. So technically, like I said, I didn't worry about the pen there because we didn't do the pen, but I could have put my text there on the pen. These are printables. So not only does the Automizer make your elements, but it also makes your mockups. And at the same damn time, it makes your printables and your editable files and your mockup stages. So how about that? Whew. All right. So I'm tired even talking about how much the Automizer does, much less doing the work of it. I didn't have to do the work of it. All right. So I'm going to take this 295 Hotlanta. I'm going to copy. I had to be quiet so I knew what I was doing. And put this in your freebie files. All right. So let's paste it here. I have to do this with y'all live because otherwise I'll go lay down or take a nap or something. Y'all be like, Shannon, did you upload the files? And I'll do it tomorrow. And guess when tomorrow comes? Never. So I do this live so I can prove to y'all, hey, I made your little freebie files. I made them. Yes, I did. So this is, I'm going to put Hotlanta Sports. Now what you can also do, tell me in the chat, because I need y'all to talk back to me because y'all just here getting these free files right now. Y'all probably half sleep. I need y'all to talk back to me. What are you going to use these files to promote? What kind of projects can you promote with this? I just gave y'all corporate, right? So this is a corporate grand opening. It could be a corporate holiday party. It could be a corporate sports party, right? It could be a school sports event. Come on, y'all give me some ideas while I'm zipping this because y'all know while I'm talking, I'm not clicking. So give me some ideas. Give me some ideas and I'll drop these in your freebie file. Awesome, Christine. I'm so glad that you enjoyed this. I could be a bit much, you know. So y'all have to tell me if it's stuff that you like, if it's stuff that you don't like. You know, let me know that as well. Like, hey, Shannon, you be talking too much and you be showing us too much at one time. Just break it down and make it simple, like a little 15-minute video. Tell me. Exactly. A store opening. Come on. Yes, for a backdrop for the shop booths at the fair or the street markets. Absolutely, Tina. That's a great idea. Designs by Song, a signing event. Absolutely. You want to know why? Because these folks out here signing. These folks out here making whole celebrations off of what school they're going to. And this is an excellent way to celebrate that. Absolutely. Retirement. Absolutely. I love it. Y'all keep it coming. Keep it coming. Wedding, memorial, birthday. And that's what I'm telling you. When you see these templates, I never want you to see them for exactly what they are. I want you to see them for what they can be. So one template set, one Automizer, one template, one Photoshop template, master file, and one AI class can set you so far that you may not ever need all the 190 other Photoshop files, right? Because you can really just focus on one lane and just be really, really great at that one lane. Get your reps up. Get up to contacting at least 100 different businesses that may need your help. 100 different people that may want to do birthdays, and just stick to a lane until you drive that lane dry. And then you can go pick up something else. Community event. Yes, I can absolutely see that for a community event. And what about these travel balls and not just high school and middle school type of programs, but you have these travel ball programs, right? Y'all can get busy. That's exactly what I want you to do. Get busy. Stop playing yourself. Y'all got all the tools. I didn't have these tools, y'all. I had to create these tools for y'all. I didn't even make these tools for myself. Y'all, I used to spend all these hours designing, and I used to literally, the same amount of time it takes me to design these templates is what I would be designing from each customer before I figured out how to make it easier for you all. Honestly, that's why I quit designing. I did. I quit my brick and mortar because I was burned out. And then what happens is, this is a beautiful thing about being a creative and a beautiful thing about serving people and serving a community, is when I saw you all burning out, is when I put on my cape and I said, you know what? I got to get on YouTube looking crazy. I got, look at my hair. I got to get on YouTube. I was barefoot in the kitchen. It don't matter. I had a purpose to serve, right? And my purpose was, I got to make it easy for y'all, because you don't have 25 years of Photoshop experience to be playing with these files. But let me build my 25 years of Photoshop experience. I know I'm only 40, y'all, but I have 25 years of Photoshop experience. I kid you not. And I build it into every template so that you can flip it in 5 minutes. And you can look like you have the same level of skill that I do. Your projects will look identical to my projects. And that's the point. Okay? Like I said, I was out here making templates for y'all when everybody was like, it's taboo to sell your Photoshop files, girl. You don't sell people your source files. I said, if it's going to help y'all have the confidence that you need to take it to the next level, that's my job. That's my job. Nobody else was doing it. I'll take that. And you all have been blowing it out the water ever since. Can I tell y'all how amazing y'all are? Have you all seen how amazing you are? Like, I just want y'all to see this, because sometimes you don't believe it. I'm going to go through this class right here. And look at this. This is y'all's work. This is what y'all did from class last week. Look at what y'all did. Are you not crushing it? Making your own Canva motion ads. Are y'all not crushing it? This is the old school template. Template 116 for the win. Look at y'all. If you ever doubted yourself, I'm telling you right now, scroll through here. See how far you've gone. Go ahead and click on your name and see how many posts you've made, and see your very first post to your latest post. Look at how amazing you are. And this is with just a 1-hour Photoshop Live hands-on class. That's it. That's it. And that's why I want to tell y'all how proud I am of you. This is why I want to show you how much you all mean to me and why I keep doing this. Y'all, I don't do this for the sales of templates, to be honest with you. I don't. Because I don't know if you all know this, but everybody keeps telling y'all about digital sales. Digital sales are going down because everybody's selling digital now. So everybody is splitting their money. So I have a lot more money that I can make on the corporate side doing events and corporate events, still creating templates, but not teaching like I'm teaching right now. This takes up a lot of my time and energy. I want y'all to know I do this because I love it. I love this. Seeing you all put out output like this is what makes me go. This is what makes me tick. So if I can get on here Freebie Friday, give out some files, show y'all a few tips and tricks with AI and Canva and Photoshop. I didn't even get to show y'all my Canva stuff. I'll show y'all next time some Canva stuff. But I did make this little motion flyer type of thing here. Well, stuff just pops up. There's a little video in there. Yeah, pretty easy. Okay, I have to show y'all that another time. That's just how much I do in a day. Just imagine being in the academy and learning with me week after week after week. You're going to build some skills. So when I asked y'all earlier, what high-level skill do you have? And y'all didn't say too much or nothing. Everybody in there that's in this academy, everybody that's there in Craft to Quit should have said Photoshop, hands down. Y'all don't know how hard it is for people to actually master Photoshop. Y'all don't even know that y'all have mastered Photoshop. Y'all do so much in this program that I do not think you know how far you've come in this program. 190 Photoshop classes. And some of you have been here with me since the very first 101 Photoshop class. We're on class number 293 right now. Some of you were here with me for 101. And I just have to say, I'm so impressed. I'm so elated that you have chosen me to help guide you with your baby, which is your business. And now it's just time to level up. Y'all see what is this? Coach Treese over here making these motion graphics. Boy, she's showing out. She's showing out. All right, y'all. So let me put my little files on the back end here because I feel like I talked. I preached a little bit tonight. My bad. I had to show you all. Like it's Thanksgiving. I just had to show you all how thankful I am for you all. I'm not very sentimental with holidays and stuff, so I don't like make big posts and things of that nature. I'm sentimental in what I do and how I show up for people. And this is how I show up for you all because you all show up for me. I love it. I love y'all. And I really, truly want to see your ultimate success. Good job, Jessica. I see your Automizer. Such a game changer and time saver. I love it. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and put your freebie files in here so y'all can go ahead and tell your significant others, dang, she finally dropped the file. So now I can get off the live. Jeez. I thought she wasn't never going to stop teaching us stuff. I am never going to stop teaching y'all stuff. It'll just be another week, another lesson. Okay. All right. So I am dragging and dropping files as I speak. Yes, I can at least, I might not be able to type and talk at the same time, but I can drag a file and talk at the same time. So I just dropped that in there for you all on the back end of the 1129 Freeview class. And then Craft to Quit, I'm going to go ahead and add your files to the back end of the Craft to Quit. So you will not have to get them from the Freeview class. Anything else, y'all? Just message me on the Facebook or Instagram page because I got to get off this live. I'm tired. I know y'all tired. We can resume. What I'll do, I said I was going to turn off all the Black Friday deals at midnight, but since we're still here, and if there's any issue, I'm going to leave them on until the morning. When I get up in the morning and check y'all's messages, just be ready to, if I create a link or something for you, if something didn't work and I fix it, just be ready to respond to that immediately because I will be turning these deals off tomorrow. Okay. All right. Like I said, I always give y'all grace when y'all give me grace, and y'all done stuck it out with me this whole time. All right, so Craft to Quit, I'm dragging your stuff right now on your exclusive resources and bonus freebies. If you just type in the word C2Q on the back end, that is where you're going to find your files. Hold on, let me scroll down a little bit. All right, let me see if I can find y'all so I can tell y'all good night. I got too many windows open. All right. Was there anything else that I promised I was going to do that I let y'all go? Look, I'm not even going to open my eyes to anything else. Just message me on Facebook or message me. And when I say me, the business page, so that customer happiness can see it too, not just me. All right. But oh my goodness, I just have to tell you all how grateful I am for you and this opportunity to be here. So when I give y'all this closing, I want you all to feel it. I appreciate you and I love you dearly. And until next time, bye. Good night, my loves. Good night.